Hey guys, welcome to CrossFit Palm Beach. My name is Andrew Frezza, and I'm here with Dave and Holly Barnhart, and they are Athletes of the Month for this month. They are our first ever Beachfit only Athletes of the Month, so they've done a lot to really transform over the last year, and just super consistent, super positive people that we love having as part of our community. So I'm always interested with couples to find out who started first and how did they get the other person to then join eventually, because typically it doesn't happen at the same time.
Well, I started first, been here about a year and a half, and it usually, takes Dave a little while to kind of catch on and start doing what I'm doing. I've even dragged him into doing Jillian Michaels workouts with me and things like that. P90X, Insanity, he'll get up in the mornings and do that like years ago. So yeah, I started coming, like I said, a year and a half ago, and I think you've been like 9 months.
So was it anything she said or did to get you in, or was it just kind of following her lead?
I think it was kind of following her orders. No, I would see Holly going every morning, very consistent, and it was starting to, pay off. She was feeling better, sleeping better, eating better. Everything was better, and it was time for me to find a gym and do something that I could do consistently. So she signed me up, and been at it for about 8 or 9 months.
Awesome. And what did you guys do before this, maybe right before, but also in like kind of your workout history or athletic background, and what was it about Beachfit that got you interested in joining?
Well, Holly's always, I guess ever since she was a kid, she played a lot of volleyball, played a lot of sports, always kind of was working out. I was not doing that, but shortly before we started, we were doing some Jillian Michaels. I joined one of the gyms down the road, got hurt there, joined another gym where, you get the $500 t-shirt, I was their best customer, give them the $500, and I never showed up because I didn't really know what I was doing. I needed somebody to kind of show me what to do. Yeah. And so that's why I really like it here. Cool. I really like the coaches.
Yeah, and like you said, I've done gyms my whole life, and times when I had really small children, I couldn't get there with my schedule at work. I was doing stuff at home. I was at another CrossFit gym, and I just didn't really want to do all that heavy weight just for myself, and the fact that I'd had injuries in the past, and it just wasn't my thing. So another member here told me about the Beachfit class. So I'm like, this sounds perfect. I mean, it's taking out the barbell and the heavy weight, and still doing all that cardio and box jumps and burpees and things like that. So I was like, this is perfect. That's
awesome. And now it's a family affair.
Yeah.
You have your daughter here too.
Yeah. We have our 12-year-old Olivia,
almost 13,
who comes, and she enjoys it too. I mean, it's her sport.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. We have an 8-year-old who's almost 9, and so she knows.
She can't wait to get here.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome. It's really cool to see kids taking this up as their sport growing up, just as they would soccer or baseball or any other sport. Cool. So what positive changes have you guys noticed since starting?
Well,
I heard there's a running joke in this.
Oh, I don't know. I turned 54 last couple weeks ago, and I really feel good. I'm eating better. And I know most of you are thinking, 54, you don't look a day over 40. But a lot of it really, I attribute it all to this. And, and I think if you work out 4 or 5 times a week, you're gonna, stay consistent and try not to, binge on the food, so, that's still another issue. But I feel good I sleep better, mentally I'm better. More upbeat. I'm trying to eat better, and it's just really changed a lot of things in my life.
It's cool.
Yeah, I think, we have something to talk about. You're married a long time, so we talk about the workouts. We come together sometimes. In general, obviously, leaner, toner, feel better, in general. I love coming to my morning class because it's the same people, and, I have friends and things like that. So, I just And I love not having to figure out my own workout in the morning too.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done that for so long, and so I just love having, the variety. And even today, I've been here a year and a half, never done that workout. So it's nice to always have something different going on.
Yeah, that is pretty important, where you can just roll in, and she likes to look at the WODs every day. I don't really. It does, just because I just roll in here and,
No, you just ask me when I come home.
Yeah, pretty much. And, it's just nice to come here and you have something all planned and ready to roll.
Cool. So I know some people like the Beachfit because it is maybe a little less competitive, or maybe doesn't feel as much that pressure to go heavy, things like that. How competitive are you guys with each other, regardless of that?
Well, we can't be, because every time I try to say, oh, did you finish, or what round did you get to? He's like, give it 11 years.
Yeah, because I'm 11 years
Oh,
older.
you throw the trump card down. It's like
we don't get to compare.
No, I mean, she'll ask me, 9 times out of 10, if it's for time, she always finishes it, and I'm pretty close. But if we had to go head to head, she'd probably win most of the time, But give it 11 years.
Okay. So what's your favorite movements? What's the one you take her on?
Oh gosh.
I could probably do more burpees than her.
What? No way. Definitely not burpees. I was gonna say sled push. He helps me on the sled push.
Well, yeah, maybe that's more.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so it would be the sled push. I'd take her on the sled push.
No.
She'd kill me on the burpees.
Definitely.
What's your least favorite movement? What's the one, if you see it on the board, you think about maybe not coming?
Oh gosh. It's not that I don't think about coming, but I don't like jumping pull-ups.
I think the Curtis P's. I just get all wobbly with those things, and then it's like, okay, because I always go a little too heavy with those, and by the time I'm, maxed out, it's like we're halfway done.
Yeah. What's your go-to cheat meal or favorite food?
These days, it seems like it's anything. Near the holidays. I like pizza, candy.
Pizza and candy?
I can't eat enough junk cereal. That's my favorite,
What's the top three? Top three junk cereal?
Well, it's got to be Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. Cocoa Krispies.
You know all the sayings for all of them?
Cocoa Krispies and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh, so good.
Nice. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the committed club. Holly, I think, Dave, you told me that she just qualified for
Today was the day.
The entire year. So you
Yeah.
did all 12 months, 15 visits a month, which is awesome. That consistency is just amazing.
Did it for the t-shirt. No,
Did it
just
for the
kidding.
t-shirt. How has that helped? How has that helped? And is that something that you're thinking about every month? And
Yeah.
is that something you're going for 2018?
Well, it'd be nice to get there, but Holly really has been thinking about it. We took a cruise over Thanksgiving, and it was like, oh my gosh, am I gonna make it? And so she had to do. We had to make sure that we had enough days logged.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I always get. I try to get.
Yeah, we're 4 or
20,
5
25
times a
month.
week for sure.
Not a week, but a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
I try. I want to get more than the 15 anyway. But I did think it was a great idea, because it's last year at the beginning of January, I'm like, this is great. This is a perfect motivation to keep you coming. And then all the ideas that you guys come up with the golden tickets or this and that. It's just like right at the right time where I'm like, this is such a great idea, and it keeps you going and keeps you engaged, and
we
it's fun.
Definitely want to flip the script of like the typical sign up for a year and hopefully you don't come. It's like, we want you guys to come. We want you to be here and encourage you guys to show up so you see the results.
Yeah.
You guys both mentioned a little bit about the injury side. How have you managed to stay healthy? Is it, the Beachfit specifically, or is it something that you've maybe changed in your approach in terms of just over the years of being a part of different programs?
Well, I think for me, I've been to a physical therapist several times, and usually what she points out is a weakness in a certain area. So I had, I thought it was my shoulder or down my arm. It would become, I'd basically be numb. I'd pick up the phone. It's like and I think it was something, you know, in my neck or whatever, and every time she'd come back to the back of, you know, my shoulder. And now that I've learned here to do like the push-ups the right way, it's like I've gained the strength back there, so I know that now it's stronger and I'm not having those issues anymore. So I feel like the strength, you know, same with my hips. I had weakness in my hip. You know, she gave me the exercises, but just doing more things here to strengthen those things, I think is really what's keeping me injury-free now. This is the longest I've gone without having an injury. So this year and a half, it's like, wow, I've actually gone this long, knock on wood, metal, that I, you know, can stay injury-free and keep going. That's what I like about it. That's why I like staying over there too.
Yeah. Cool. What about you, Dave?
I think it's really critical that we warm up, you know, and I think here we warm up more than some of the other gyms, and that's kind of what did it to me, where I don't think I was warm enough at the other place when I went, and they had us doing some sprints, and I got hurt sprints, you know. And another thing, you know, I had something going on with the hip, and Coach Zach pulled, and I told him about it. He's like, well, take this band home, you know, and work on this. And he gave me kind of the physical therapy stuff to do. And that helped quite a bit. In fact, you know, that went away. I had an issue with my knee. I had a meniscus tear years ago. And he said, well, if you continue doing this, it's going to strengthen everything around it and it'll go away. And lo and behold, he was right. Okay. So, you know, been injury free.
That's awesome. What goals do you guys have for the future? We're getting into 2018. Do you have a goal for that year or short term?
I just talked to somebody today in my class, and I mean, I've done the macros before. I know it works. So, you know, of course, we're coming up on the new year. So I'm going to get back into, you know, counting macros and, you know, trying to lean out a little bit and just stay healthy, you know, at this age. Yeah. It's all about staying
Give
healthy.
it 11 years.
Yeah, I know.
Mine is a diet as well. You know, I really, it's kind of the piece that's missing. You know I'm not going to look like some of the coaches here, but, you know, I think that I can really, I just want to get rid of this last piece right here, and I think that's all diet. That's what everybody says, and you know, sometimes you get in that mindset. Oh, you're working out hard every day. It doesn't matter what you eat. Well, it does matter, and I'm starting to realize that. Yeah, okay, I'm having brown rice, but you know, if you have too much of it, that's just as bad. So I'm trying to really. I think my goals are portion control, and Holly will show me how the macros work.
Cool. What advice do you guys have? I'm sure you've probably even had these conversations already when people are interested in Beachfit or just considering starting, or maybe even someone who just started, and like how to approach each day in terms of getting the most out of it, being successful. What do you guys tell them?
I think it really just speaks for itself. You know, I mean, we have both of our next door neighbors now coming, and we've had some other friends join, and it doesn't even take any kind of encouragement. They come one time and they just are off, and they end up joining, and it's the one time you don't, it's not a commitment. You can just pay one time, you know, for the month, see how you like it, and most of them thank me all the time. My next door neighbor, thank you so much, I love it there, you know. So I don't think it takes much to get people, especially in Beachfit. It's just, it's not intimidating and easy to just, you know, come and
get right into
and do it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth because maybe another gym, it was intimidating. Here it's not intimidating. It really, you know, the cliche, it is very family oriented, but you know, and the coaches, you know, it's they're wonderful, and so they kind of make the gym.
That's true.
So I think that once they come in, give it a try. You know, the first couple of days, yeah, they're gonna be a little sore. What am I doing? But after a while, you know, with the consistency, you see some results. You feel better. You sleep better. You eat better. Everything gets better. And so I would encourage anybody to at least give it a try.
Cool. What do you guys love most about Beachfit and CrossFit Palm Beach? If there's anything you haven't hit on yet.
Well, like he just said, I love the coaches. I can't say enough good things about them. They're just encouraging and fun and, you know, non-intimidating and really sincere and helpful, and love them.
Yeah, and I love it too because it's so close. We're so close. That's a nice thing. But yeah, the coaches really make it. There's great equipment here. Everybody is very professional. It's clean. So it's pretty much got everything that you're looking for at a gym. You know, every once in a while, going to the beach, going to the actual beach and doing a workout is fun too. So yeah, it's a great experience.
Cool. We love having you guys here, and
Thanks.
congrats
Thank you.
again on Athlete of the Month.
All right, woohoo.
Thank you.